1.
We gonna kill some shit.
Let's go.
Finally.
We may.
Oh.
Yeah. So any thoughts on what we're calling ourselves since my idea was shot down? Because I got
think
2 more.
Oh,
No.
fuck, I had something today too.
I got 2
Nigel's
more.
Jailers.
Got it.
Nigel's
I thought
Jailers.
Nigel and the Water Warriors rung quite well to me, but I guess not.
But you didn't like that's how we roll.
No.
How about we throw give a little throwback to Mr. Dwayne Johnson, and we call ourselves Know Your Role. How's that? We can just shout it at the beginning of everything and just know your role.
And see, that works on a lot of levels because you're rolling a dice, you're role playing. That's pretty
Exactly.
good. Let's just use
Or
that.
we could do like the whole roll with the punches, but we can do roll with the dunces.
Because
We do a lot of stupid stuff.
I think
That's not bad.
you know what? I realistically actually like Know Your Role.
Know your role.
Yeah. I'll go with that.
We could have a picture of nice mid-90s The Rock as our little backdrop. That's great.
Okay.
And instead of the bull, he's got like a little penguin tattoo.
Or we could do
The
like
Rock
the
with the
awesome
fanny
where he's
pack
still
and
got
the-
kind of the top fro with the like the super tight
Oh,
black
watch
with the fanny pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
He's just looking at you like this.
You
Also,
solved your naming rizzle.
So thank you. Anyways, there's not much to recap. Last time you guys discovered that Elora was possessed by something, Baylor shoved it right out of her, just right out of her. And bullshit ensued. You guys wanted to follow the very distraught, grieving father. Nigel decided to sneak back into the hospital for some reason.
You know,
Let's see. You went to a bar. You went to another grieving spouse's house, knowing full well that she didn't want to talk to anyone. You guys said, "Fuck that. We're talking to her anyways." Very kind of, I think, disappointed that you didn't get to go in there, but it was like almost an impossible role, and Nigel would have had to have gotten the 20 to get in there. Because he has expertise in persuasion. Let's see. You befriended the barkeep. Baylor was going the route of just buying everyone drinks and talking them up and being friends. He came back to the cart very drunk, passed out face first. And the next morning you went back, talked to Krellborn, who kind of told you what was going on in the mines, how the mines came about, what kind of started happening with the Elorium and everything. People started going missing. The head, not groundskeeper, who is it? The foreman. The foreman went down there with a group of people. He was the only one that came back, and he's now kind of catatonic. You found some letters of
Craster.
kind of basically compensation. Craster, thank you. Letters of compensation that were given out to probably workers at the mine, saying they were going to get certain shares and all these things. Sorry for your loss, all that BS. You hadn't seen Elora since she got back. She was missing a couple digits from what you guys heard. You got permission to go down to the mine. It was still daylight out. You made your way down there with the servant. The servant wanted nothing to do with going anywhere near it. So you guys went down the steps. There were mainly 4 different entrances and sections to this mine at different elevations, going down the scaffolding. I didn't tell you this, but there's basically one. They're at about 50-foot increments going down along the side of this cliff face. So it's not like there's where you think like you're on like level ground, you walk up to a mountain and hey, here's an opening and I go inside it. They just went like straight over this cliff and started building scaffolding down, and they're like going into the side of this thing. So when you're on the scaffolding, there's, nice little cliffside and then nothing into the ocean. So be careful on that. There are some like elevator pulley systems that they have for like getting stuff up and down from level to level, a bunch of different ladders scattered through, so you don't have to kind of take the main stairs and steps down. You just hop up and down. And so you guys came down. figured out where you're going to go first. Are we going to start at the bottom, go work up, or are we going to work up and go to the bottom? And you guys were at the first entrance, kind of at the 50-foot down mark. Nigel said something about racing, and Baylor took it as a challenge, even though Nigel came back and he bolted in there yelling battle with his maul in hand. And that's where you guys are at. So Baylor just ran in
Well,
and
that
disappeared
was,
into the darkness.
not smart. I guess I jump on my stupid fucking belly and I start chasing after that stupid fucking dwarf.
I'm running. Right
I don't know
behind-
how well you're going to be able to glide on your stomach because this is rocky
yeah,
terrain.
gravelly.
Not
Well, I guess I
moist.
waddle as best I can after the
You
stupid.
jump on your stomach and just go and don't move, and you go well, and you get up and keep walking.
I'm going as fast as I can after that stupid dwarf.
I'm running right behind him.
Okay, cool.
Listen, you idiot! Stop!
Shaking my head, bringing up the rear. Oh,
Yeah.
You hear, you'll have to get do better than that to catch me.
They didn't respect me until I wore the mask. I don't know why I got pain vibes off of that.
I don't know either.
Because everyone's talking with their mouth.
I also can't text less throughout this because my phone is being the other camera.
Oh
So I'm just gonna say it because everyone knows the hat talks now, and I assume
Okay.
Nigel
Yeah.
says pretty much everything the hat says. Everyone, you're yelling in after them, and you cross the threshold of this mine, and you hear a little whisper, Nigel, and it just says, "I hear voices."
So I dead stop when that happens.
Everyone else keeps going, and you just stop.
Yo, this is fucked
I
up!
the top of him.
My hat's giving me weird cryptic warnings. Maybe we should stop.
What the
why
fuck?
do you still trust your hat? It's a hat.
We all know it's some sort of baby
were
soul
told-
hat.
Soul in there. Well, there was a solar test. He told us there was one.
Sure,
Yeah.
but what? How do we know that?
I don't know. I'm gonna roll
inside
insight on the and see if there's any traps or anything in the cave.
Okay, that will be an either perception or investigation, whichever one you want to do. Probably just perception right away. Yeah, perception.
Yeah, because I get +3. It doesn't matter.
Are you in this cave yet?
Yeah, I'm in the cave.
You're in the mine. Okay, you just stopped once you passed.
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as like it's
Okay.
this. Yeah. So let me see.
Cool.
Oops, my pin hit that.
That's right. I'll go through all you guys in there.
Plus 17.
17. All right. Who's leading this merry band?
Nigel,
No,
obviously.
I stopped.
Oh, he
Y'all
stopped.
kept
He's at the
going.
back.
Yeah, I would stop when I saw Nigel stop.
Yeah,
Right.
if we're coming, if we're all running full bore, and all of a sudden he stops. It's like, what, why? What are you stopped for? And stop
Okay.
and figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go right about like here. There we go. Oh, I don't have a tile there. All right, here we go. There we go. Complete now. All right. All right. So you guys look in, Nigel. You stop and you're kind of looking at the walls and the floors and everything. So Nigel's back here. Og, Steven, Callista. If you guys can differentiate looking down on top of that, can you? Or should I try to move the camera a little bit?
Could get closer, that'd be helpful.
Yeah. Let me see here. All right. Yeah. Oop.
Ooh, that's
How's
much
that?
better.
Yeah? Cool. All right. All right. So, all right. I'll twist it up a little bit because you guys should be able to see a little bit more in front of you. There we go. All right. So you guys go in. I don't know if any of you have been in a mine before in your travels or going through. There are no dwarves in the party, so I don't know what kind of odd jobs Og may have had in his time, or in
I
New
don't think
Saloon
there
or
was
anything.
much mining in New
Probably no
Zealand.
mining.
So
Well, in comparison, you guys were in Torlek's cave. That was very much so kind of a natural thing where, openings and things, it just kind of like looked nice and just kind of naturally made. It was something that was just kind of opened up into the earth. This is very much so like man-made, like things hacked away. There are like support beams and stuff up. There are couple areas of like barrels on the sides, things like that, for what you're guessing is water, maybe oil or something else. There are some sconces put up along the walls as you're going, kind of spread out every probably 30 feet or so. Nothing is lit because no one's been down here in a while, so you guys are all kind of relying on your dark vision to see. I assume Nigel threw his goggles on as soon as you walked in. There is no one in here and nothing moving. From what you can tell at first glance, you don't see where Baylor went.
Baylor, where the hell are you?
Just echoes.
I'm gonna ask my hat what the hell it was talking
Oh,
about.
and sorry, since you rolled for your perception, you don't see any traps set up. It was a pretty active mine, so you don't know why it would be trapped, but just you're kind of set to look for that stuff right away. But yeah, you don't see anything that would be like any sort of tripwire or like false stone or anything like that to step on.
Oh, Nathan, here's something I've been wondering about my hat's voice. What kind
Yes.
of, is it a feminine voice? Is it a masculine voice? Or is
Can't
it
tell.
a
It's just
voice?
kind of like a whisper.
Cool.
I know I've been doing it kind of just like very soft. Just
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna refer to my hat as Abe from now on.
Is Abe? Okay.
Abe.
Okay.
Everyone can see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can see. So in front of you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 20 feet, there is an opening to the right that is probably a tunnel that they started. They weren't finding anything coming straight away, so they were diverting off to the sides. There's a tunnel going to the right, and you can kind of see just at the stretch of your dark vision at the end of it, there's an opening coming up on the left.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna ask Abe what kind of voices they're hearing, or what the voices are saying.
Did
Okay.
Baylor ever respond to Theban?
No, he didn't. It just says whispers.
And the whispers say,
You don't hear anything?
"Okay, cool. I guess."
Voices and whispers. Nigel.
That's all I'm getting. So
A direction of where they might be coming from.
I'm kind of what. So if I'm to understand how Abe here works, Abe's his name now, by the way, because we know it has a soul.
The old noggin.
While they're dithering, I'm going to peek around the corner to the right.
You're gonna peek around the corner? Okay.
I'm pretty sure if Abe's made of souls, maybe there's some sort of soul hole around here.
The hole.
It's a hole full of souls.
A soul hole.
Soho?
Callista, are you just going straight up and like looking around? Are you doing it stealthily? What are you?
Stealthily peeking around the corner, not putting my body in that channel.
Okay.
Just
All right. Roll a stealth check.
Steal. All right. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you creep up to the side, and you kind of just slowly peek your head around a little bit. It's a pretty narrow stretch coming here. You can see a curve that it kind of goes in and starts to go the other way, but you don't. There's no one down there, nothing down there from what you see. Yeah.
And I don't hear anything coming from that avenue.
No, I mean it's pretty quiet. I mean, when you guys were in Torlek's cave, hang on one second. When you guys were in Torlek's cave, there was it was fairly loud. I mean, there was a battle going on, everything's going on. You could hear things like coming down different corridors. Yeah, you don't really, oh, I need to do something else too. Yeah, you guys don't really hear a whole lot.
So do y'all want to go down how do y'all want to take this? Do y'all want to go down every single little offshoot?
And Nigel did a perception if you guys want to do one, because I just kind of told you what you saw right away. If you want to try to sit and listen or like, look at the walls or do anything, you guys can do that. But yeah, you can ask a question too. And then,
like a survival, would that be better for looking for like footprints in the gravel?
If you're looking to like specifically see like where Baylor went, or if there's anything else that's been there, survival would be it. If you're just wanting to be like, what do I hear, what do I see, then perception. So I'll give you guys the option.
I'm gonna do perception.
I got 10
I'll
on
do perception
perception.
as well.
17 survival to look for Baylor's footprints or activity.
10 perception, 10 perception,
17 perception.
17 perception.
Why isn't the
There's not a whole lot of dust or things in here. Like this was the first section of the mine that they opened up, so there may not be a whole lot of digging actively going on in here anymore.
18 for Og. Sorry, I took a little while.
For perception?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. There's not a whole lot of dust for like so that footprints can go into. Like no like slime on the ground or anything that you can see necessarily.
Like something that might be disturbed that looks like it's freshly moved or anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if there is more supplies in here, or like if there was like stacks of pickaxes like leaned up and they just like all of a sudden hit down, like they would kind of splay across, but there's not a whole lot of stuff in here for you to check. It was a very good roll, but there's just not a lot of inside of this cave for them to figure out what's like to see where someone's going.
Well, it doesn't really. As much as it would be nice to just go straight after him, I think we all know what we're going to do is going to just keep going down each passage as we walk forward, see if there's any cool shit down there, and then just keep going forward. Baylor seems to be able to handle himself pretty well. He's at least, 3 levels ahead of us, so I think he'll be fine.
You don't know. You guys, Og and Nigel, you guys do hear a little clinky clanky. It's not super loud, and again, it's kind of echoey in this place, so you can't really tell, but you can probably guess it's Baylor clanking around.
Obviously, the man went
the middle.
Yeah, obviously the man went straight. If we want to catch up with him, we should probably go straight after his dwarf ass, or we can go down that cool shaft that Callista's right next to.
I want to investigate the shaft.
Let's go down the shaft, baby.
Let's check out the shaft.
So yeah,
shaft.
I just walk forward towards the shaft to begin the shaft investigation.
All right, you guys are going down the shaft?
All the way down the shaft, and then right back up the shaft.
All right, so
we got to make it to the base. The base is very important when it comes
to the base of that there shaft. Where? Who's going first? Nigel, you going first?
No, Callista seems pretty shaft.
I'll throw my hood up and I'll go first.
She has the most experience with shafts.
But I do. But I'll throw my hood up and then I'll go first.
Okay, cool.
I'll spelunk down the shaft behind her.
Okay. Who's bringing up the rear?
I'm just gonna grease it all the way down.
There you go.
Oh, absolutely. Who's at the end of the shaft?
I guess me or Steven should take up the rear.
Who's going to manage the base of the shaft? It's very important.
Do you like the rear of the shaft or the middle?
Who's taking care of the meat of it?
Meat sound like Og's job.
There you go.
Okay, so you guys are going down. It's pretty narrow. You get about.
See, that's not the best kind of shaft, honestly. It's okay.
It's not.
But all right.
You guys get down about halfway down this little corridor. It starts to curve around the corner right here. Nothing's really.
Does the shaft curve to the left or the right?
It curves to the left. You guys. I should have known. You guys see like areas along the walls where things have probably been harvested out of here, as far as
The shaft
bits and
is
pieces,
veiny.
chunks, things. Exactly. The shaft is not really smooth. Like, it looks like it's been worn down a little bit. It's seen some action down this shaft.
Yeah.
So you say the
Um,
shaft was rode hard and put back wet?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
The shaft's seen better days, is all you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a fresh shaft. Yeah, it's seen a lot of
Chafing.
So they've
lot of people have
circumcised
gone.
the ore out
A
of the
lot
shaft.
of
is what
people
you're
have
saying.
gone at it in this shaft. Just no, they weren't gentle. Just no regard for the shaft's well-being. They were just greedy.
Okay.
Yeah, they wanted to see what they could find on this shaft. All right, we done?
Yeah, I guess so.
How long can we keep this going?
All right. Do you guys keep
2 hours
keep going down?
Yeah.
All the way down.
Yeah,
All
all
the
the
way
way
down?
down the shaft.
All right, you go down. Peek around the corner. Whoop. Callista,
There's the corner?
you see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You see ahead of you where it goes forward. And it kind of opens up a little bit here.
To the head of it. Where's
Wait, we
here?
can't see that.
There you go.
There
Oh,
you go.
Oh, wow. It's
So
very
yeah, you
fast.
start coming up. It opens
the
up.
shaft just keeps
A little
going.
bit right here. I
Hard
know.
left.
It opens up a little bit into what appears to be a kind of an opening area, and then there might be an area to go left as well around the corner.
Ooh.
Can I check to see if there's any traps? Or is
You
that
can
something I
look.
should even be looking for in this?
I mean, you can look between Callista's legs because she's in
Yeah.
front of you. So disadvantage because you have someone right in front of you.
Okay. All right, I got I rolled a 19 and a 9, but let me see. So investigation, 15.
Okay, yeah, nothing appears to be set up down here.
So our choices are left or right?
It's just forward.
Yeah, right now you're just going forward. That's the only place that you can go. You can go into this opening.
Yes. I
Yeah?
want to go up
Okay.
towards the opening.
Yeah, I'm just
Go
gonna
with my
keep
hood
following.
up.
Okay. All right, so
Okay,
you're
'cause you
stealthing.
got, I'm gonna hang back a little. Well, fuck it, I'm a small penguin. Like whatever.
Callista, if you're going cautiously, give me a stealth check.
Steal. All right. So first one is a dirty 20. The second one is a 14. So we're taking the dirty 20.
Okay, cool. All right, so you come to the opening. Are you going to peek your head around and go out?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. All right. You walk forward,
Goblin.
and as soon as
Goblin.
there's one behind you, what are you talking about?
Oh wait.
Why are you all excited?
Gerblin.
Gerblin. As soon as you come, as soon as you go, kind of cross the threshold from this opening, you bump into something right away. It wasn't coming really fast. It's not going to knock you on your feet or anything, but you just kind of you're going very slow, and you go forward, and as soon as you do, something around this corner bumps into you and pushes you back just ever so slightly.
Something like a squishy humanoid something? Or like
something like a very tiny, heavily armored dwarf, and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and it's Baylor.
Ah, you stupid piece of shit.
Taylor, we were looking for you.
Well, you should have looked fast. I've been through this whole place and didn't really see much of interest other than the very, very large hole that is behind me, and I urge caution against looking down or going near it.
See, I'd slap Steven and say, like, see, man? Soul hole. I want to go see the soul hole.
It could be the soul hole you spoke of.
All right, so the big hole is like basically this whole thing right here.
Okay.
Oh.
You can
Don't
go
forget to pay the
here.
troll toll.
Yeah. If you're gonna get to the soul hole, you gotta pay the
Pay
troll
the troll
hole.
toll.
At the end of the shaft.
Anything louder.
So there's a large hole at the end of the shaft. Interesting.
Yes.
Did it come out of it? We don't know.
Okay. Can you guys all see that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So Nigel already said he's gonna go look. Is anyone else gonna go look?
I'm interested in this soul hole. Let's go check it out, Steven.
Let
Or
us hold
Nigel.
it.
Who are you? Who am I?
Oh my! Who
I'm
are you?
everyone.
Hide them all.
Yeah.
What?
I'll hang back a little bit.
Og's hanging back. Okay,
I'm
Callisto,
hanging
what are you
back
doing?
too.
Hanging back. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Baylor sees you guys walk up. He says, I just said probably not the best idea.
Yeah, you really good ideas, and you don't really seem to coalesce right now, bud. So you just hang on a sec.
Okay. So what are you gonna do for this hole here?
I'm just gonna ask Abe if he's hearing any voices.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna drop. I guess maybe. How long do we? Wait, how far down does the hole go?
We don't know.
You
Don't
look
you-
down and you cannot see the bottom of this hole.
I pick up a rock and I cast a light spell on it and give it to Nigel.
Somebody have light. Can somebody cast light on a rock?
Yeah. So yeah, Callista does that, and I drop that son of a bitch.
Okay.
Perception with my eyes.
Do what you're so Nigel's gonna bend over and drop it, and Steven, you're just looking down to see how fast or how far down you can see it go.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because I got
You
60 feet of night vision.
yeah. So you guys reach down. I'll get up off my knees for a second. You guys are looking down this hole. Steven, you're just kind of looking over, seeing what you can do. Nigel, you take the rock in your flipper and drop it, and you guys are watching it go. And you're watching it go. You're watching it go. And probably about 5 seconds go by, and you guys are looking to see, squinting, and kind of leaning over to see how far this thing can go down. It hasn't quite hit anything yet. And as you're watching, I need Nigel and I need Steven to do a dex save for me.
Oh yeah, I'm a flip fucking penguin. 23.
Ooh, 21.
Don't you have a negative to your dex?
No.
How did you get a 21?
My stealth. I have a +2.
To your dex?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought your dex was like in the negatives.
My
bad.
charisma is a 0.
That's what it was. Okay, I knew something was in the negatives. I think anytime I'm like, you have plate armor, you're slow as shit, because that's my characters. That's my dump stat is their dex. Okay. And you guys actually got a bonus for 1 for Steven's protective aura, so that's good. You guys are sitting there reaching over, and both of you guys see this right before anything bad happens. The earth beneath you guys, like not right at where your feet is, but like maybe, I don't know, 2 feet down this shaft in front of you, starts to move a bit, and 2 fists come out and reach for you. And you see it coming and just able to hop back, and then it disappears back down.
Taylor, you had something there.
The shaft doesn't understand.
Want us to go.
I don't think the shaft understands consent.
Big are these fists? Are they like really big fists, or are they like puny fists?
You guys can't tell. You hopped out of the way, and they just basically just like went up and missed you, and then went back down. So you don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah, maybe Baylor, you were right about not messing with the soul hole. So yeah, let's get the fuck out of the shaft.
What is this hole?
It's a soul hole. My hat, which I believe might have been made of souls, can hear things whispering in here. So we need to get out of this area in general, probably.
Oh, okay, that's fine with me. We can go down this way, and he points behind him. It leads back to the main cavern. There is another tunnel right across that leads to another very deep, very dark hole.
Yeah, let's keep going down.
I did not see anything else while I was here.
Okay, dope.
You've been down that area, and there's another hole similar to this on the other side.
He smiles and says, "Of course, I was challenged."
Oh, I see.
Okay, maybe we
Why
should.
not, Nigel?
Isn't it?
Maybe let's just go down the main route.
Yeah, let's
The
listen to
wider
Og.
All right.
Good old simple Og with his simple plans that are generally
The
The
best idea.
easiest.
Yes. There's something to say for taking the easy route sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, yeah, come back out, and you just go around the corner, come straight out. Nothing seems disturbed. Nothing pops out at you again like a small dwarf. No hands are coming at you. Everything is quiet. You really don't know what that was that reached up, but it doesn't appear to be following you.
Reminds me
Cool.
of something from an old video game series I used to play called Fatal Frame.
Oh
like-
yeah.
There was
Is
like
that the one
this-
where you had to like
there-
look through the camera to like see?
Yes,
Check
Oh,
for
so
the
God.
good.
ghosts.
But there's this
Scare the shit
several
out
of the games revolve around this, like they call it this, like it's like a portal to hell,
Mhm.
and it had to be sealed. Like they have to do like sacrifices to it periodically. But the whole thing is just like this deep dark hole with just like hands reaching out from it.
It scared me.
Sounds great. So you guys need a camera to see these hands now.
Yes.
Anyone bring a camera?
No, you need a camera obscura.
There you go.
There you go. Even worse. I know you don't have it now. In
I've
order to
done
see these hands,
cartographer. I
Ye
got
old
cartographer.
camera obscura to make
Ye
like
old-
a dagger,
ye
it's
old
a dagger
camera.
type obscura.
Baylor says camera. I just, matter of fact. No, he didn't have it. So you guys start walking out. You see the exit of the cave. You go out. Still daylight. And it's just a matter of like you get out and figuring out what to do, and Baylor's already like walking down the other end to find the next opening.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep up with Baylor. Just
Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
sounds good.
Nigel wants a little bit of action, and Baylor seems to be where the action is at.
All right. So are you guys going down to like the next lowest elevation? Are you gonna mix it up? Here,
Yeah, we've
I'll show you the
explored-
the picture again. If I can get it here. Yeah.
Let's
feel
just
like we
go all
should-
the way down. This seems
All right.
okay.
So you guys, let's see. Here, where's my drawing? So you guys, like that's the first one, yeah, right here.
Okay.
The second one's down here, and they're basically like 50-foot differences in elevation between where all these are. So there's that first one, second one, and they're pretty spread apart as you're going down, so they don't like where you're guessing like overlap each other.
Yeah, let's go to the second one.
Baylor's a fucking dwarf.
Yeah.
He'll just tell you like you can't have it like right on top of each other because there's the
Yeah,
chance that it'll collapse and you'll be what everyone likes to call fucked.
Well,
Um,
Basil, where do you
sinkholes.
think the right places to go? Should we just go ahead and go down to the bottom?
Well, I think we also need to make sure going to the bottom
Yeah,
seems
we-
the most sensible one, but there might be people trapped in here. So if
yeah,
we want,
we told them we would look for any
All right.
survivors.
yeah,
so.
let's
Yeah,
do a little survivor sweep, and then just gotta make our way down.
Okay. Yeah, he basically he agrees. We were told that there are many people that went missing, and if we can find any of them, then I think that would be the generous and the right thing to do to save them and bring them out as best we can.
Oh,
But just to clarify, you've already checked this entire first floor by the time we found you.
I looked very quickly. We were racing, so I wanted to see what all was here. I didn't
God.
take time until I saw you and damn near fell down that hole.
All right, let's go down that other stupid.
We're
Just
not
make sure
racing
and
it.
watch
I
where your
guess let's-
hands go next time, Baylor.
He says, "Okay."
So if so, Baylor, maybe we should go check that other.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
just-
check the rest of this area first.
Yeah, let's
You're
just-
right. No more.
Let's
Tempest
cross-
says no more racing.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just tired of it, and I'm just walking down that shaft, the other shaft.
You're going.
The other cavern.
You're going back into the mine to check the other one.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
because he just said everything I needed to hear was we're looking for survivors, and he half-ass checked them. So we're gonna just go back and make sure we didn't miss anything, or we could just go to the second layer.
I'm hanging out with Baylor.
Okay.
Go check it if you want, Nigel.
Oh.
Oh, you, buddy.
I'll go with Nigel just to make sure.
We
he
don't
doesn't
have to
fall into
do
a
this.
hole.
We could just go to the second.
Let's just go to
Fuck
the
it.
second layer. Let's
just go to the
assume that
second layer.
Baylor's eyes
Whatever.
take care of it.
We'll
Goes
get it
that
on
one?
the way out.
Fair
We'll
enough.
get- if you make it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the time where I like to call talk amongst yourselves because I gotta set things up again. This
I'm
is
gonna
this
go
is
play a
prime
game
this is
of-
prime backstory time, where you guys can delve into each other's pasts and find out who you love and who killed the ones you love.
Role play with yourselves. I'll be
Role play-
right back.
Everyone role play with yourselves, but do it gently. Don't get too excited. Save your energy.
There's
There's a lot more. There's a lot. Exactly. There's a lot more to do.
There's a lot more
There's a lot more
shafts.
shafts.
There's a lot more shit. All right.
Because if you go
Don't look at me while I'm building. Don't look at me.
I can't build if you watch.
I can't put it together if you're watching.
Aw.
Oh man.
All right,
It's a
cool.
really horny session.
So, what
I was-
is the town you were from?
Hmm?
What is the place that you're from that you keep trying to go back to?
Who? Nigel?
You. Og.
Oh, Og. Oh, that's New Saluna. That was the place where y'all got arrested.
So that's your hometown where we got arrested.
I mean, more or less. Like, as far as Og's backstory goes, so like, there's what Og remembers, and then that's what's actually written out. So like, Og was actually born in like an orc-like town. His father was a orc chieftain.
Oh,
who
we're
was
doing this.
It was sharper than I guess normal for an orc. He took a human consort because he wanted his children to hopefully be even smarter than him.
Oh.
Looks pretty
Well, so
smart.
Og was actually sharp when he was a little kid, but not particularly violent. So he got beaten pretty bad, and he got severely beaten at one point, and his mom was worried that he was going to die, so she basically ran off in the night with Og, and like carried him to like a forest for a few days until she found like people. She brought him to the major temple, which was in what was called New Saluna. They did healing on Og, but it had been long enough where like they weren't able to repair like the minor brain damage he received. So Og essentially had like what from a physiological standpoint would be considered like a minor lobotomy with brain damage, and then some damage to his language centers. So Og went from being what I like to think of as probably would have been like a 13 or 14 intelligence to an 8. So,
Yeah, I guess.
but he's even less violent than.
It's
like,
really
the
funny, that's why
average
he's laughing.
half-orc.
He's still
Exactly.
an old soul. He's very wise
tragic
on the
funny.
inside.
It's
I
tragic funny.
All I can think of is like seeing like Og say all this and Nigel grabbing his dumb orc face and saying like, "We're gonna fix your brain, buddy. Don't you worry."
I don't know if Og like misses that much. He was like real little when this happened. Like,
And
2
then
or
he just
3.
says that, and then he just says, "Shh, don't fix your brain."
Don't you
Nigel.
say
But
that.
yeah, but
Don't you ever say that.
from a character standpoint, I don't think Og remembers much of any of that. So most of his first clear memories are of growing up in the temple. His mom basically became a priestess of New Saluna and raised a lot of like some of the children in the area in addition to Og. So that's why Og is relatively well accepted in the town despite being a half orc, and also just the fact that at least my mental canon is that, so even though Og's not really wasn't very good at doing little odd jobs around the town, I kind of feel like there's probably were points in his past where he was instrumental in fighting off like bandits or wild hogs and various other stuff in the town. So the town
Feral
saw,
hogs?
feral hogs, yes.
40 to 50.
40 to 50 feral hogs.
I just said wild hogs.
Of
I
course,
don't-
that damn Tim Allen.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I think I missed a reference there.
No, you did it.
Uh,
You didn't. So I like
But-
the idea that like the only way we all know this is like maybe you know how you ever meet like people selling pins or something, and they're blind, deaf, and they have like little chit cards. Like I like the idea that Og might have like a little chit card he hands to people when he meets them that tells them his tragic backstory when he's not like in his hometown.
Well, that's the thing. Og doesn't really remember any of that tragic backstory for the most part.
But he had a nice person write those down for him, and he carries them around in his pouch.
His mother wrote
passed them out. His mom wrote them out.
Yeah.
I guess it's possible his mom left a journal somewhere that maybe Og found someday. Og
If
still
he just
keeps
hands
up
a
with
sad
the
page
head
out.
priestess of the temple at New Saluna as well.
That's who he's been sending money to.
Yeah, money and like his letters telling him what he's been up to. Which I guess I haven't actually mailed yet, so I'll have to make a point of doing that next time
You
we're in town.
fantasy mailed them.
Yes, fantasy mail.
Fantasy mail. Good old fantasy mail. All right, this is gonna look a little half-assed just because I don't have enough pieces to build everything I wanted to.
Tragic.
I know. Okay. Do this, and we'll do
Is the
this,
puppy
and then
dog a Great Dane?
Yes.
I hope y'all get to meet the Great Dan Claw at some point. He's a werewolverine.
Right.
That sounds fun.
What was this? I gave him a stupid punny name. Let me see. What was it? I have it.
The Great Dane.
Wasn't it some play off of
it was Hugh Jackbeast.
Yeah, Hugh Jackbeast. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm really bad with names, even names I create myself. Yeah. Hugh
All right.
Jackbeast.
All right, here we go. Ooh, everything's covered up. Where are we? I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. So, who's going in first?
I'll go with my hood up. Can the camera go any closer at all?
No.
Okay.
This is the entrance.
Yeah.
All right, you walk in. If there's
Oh,
something
just-
missing, just assume it's floor.
Not like a hole.
It's not a hole. I'll tell you if
It's
there's a hole.
lava.
Should
Everyone has dark vision, so you'll see holes. Unfortunately, I don't get to have fun with that kind of stuff this time. But yeah, I'll tell you if there's a hole. Okay, so
should we
Callista's
be
going in
careful
first.
about for in case there's any possible sinkholes, like or holes that appear like close to us or under us? Should we possibly think of like linking ourselves up with rope, just in case?
It's not a bad idea.
No, not a bad idea.
So
we have
up to you guys.
We've got magic rope.
You have magic rope, but if you have just a regular adventurer's pack, you're gonna have
Yeah.
rope.
I'm gonna
I
toss
think
my
regular.
rope to the person behind me.
Yeah, I guess that's what we kind of do. Rope line.
All right.
I guess I
Rope line.
Yeah,
You're just
we
going
can-
single file.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
ask like.
Just do
Well, let's
both.
ask
is by
Baylor what
far
he
the most
thinks.
experienced
Yeah.
spelunker in our group.
yeah.
So
Do we need to
Sure.
tie each other to each self?
Why would you want to hinder yourselves? What if we encounter something that we must battle?
Yeah, that sounds
That's
pretty
fair.
good. Let's just kind of go with that then.
okay.
Why are we
Sinkholes?
speaking of?
Are there sinkholes in this thing? Do we need to worry about dying, like stepping on a
Mysterious
sinkhole?
hole hands.
He starts laughing and it starts echoing throughout the entirety of this mine. He goes, if this mine was constructed in a very acceptable manner, sinkholes will be nothing of worry. This mine has been around for 100 years and it has not collapsed yet. And there's nothing that I've seen that would make me think that we should be in danger of any sinkholes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the
Okay.
loud dwarf that completely necessitates or he makes it
what?
so stealth doesn't matter. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter for him.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm keeping my hood up. Thank you very much. Just
Yeah,
in
that's
case.
it's probably smart.
He's just happy. Okay.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just all walk forward. I'm gonna just stand next to Baylor because he seems loud and like a big target. So if someone's gonna attack us, they're
Okay.
gonna hit the loud one
Yes.
first.
All right. So you guys start walking
You
in.
only have to be faster than Baylor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys start walking in. There is a section to the right here that's just walled off. It's just a little bit of a like 10-foot section that's been pulled into there that has just a mine cart there.
Oh, I want to go check that
The
minecart
mine
out.
Sure, peek your head in the mine cart.
I did it.
Yeah, there's nothing in this mine cart. There's
Ooh.
nothing in here. Since it's been shut down for
Can
a
we
couple
fit in it?
weeks.
Hey, can we fit in it?
Can you push me around in it?
Yeah.
If you want to. Who's in the cart? Who's pushing the cart?
I'll go push cart.
I'll ride.
Okay, who else is riding?
I'm not riding in this cart. I'm just gonna keep walking
You
next
don't want to ride
to
the
Baylor.
shopping cart with me?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Thing.
Callista, I don't think in the cart your hood will do you much good.
Yeah,
Yes, it
that's
It doesn't need to. She's in a cart.
this is very true.
Cart with the
very
hood
true.
up. That's what it is.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
All
just
right.
keep
Well,
walking
Callista
forward.
is now riding in this cart with Og pushing it to make her happy. There is a entrance to the left coming up about 5 feet in front of you. There's another tunnel going to the right, probably about 20 feet ahead of you, and then just keeps going forward for a bit.
Let's go see if we can find any survivors down the left side.
Left.
Left side first?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are jerks. Hang on.
It's full of mimics.
It's full of
Mimic
nothing
chests.
because I didn't have enough pieces. Hang on one second.
Chests with chains on them. I'm gonna go touch it.
I'm gonna use animal
Exactly.
handling.
Are you the only one with animal handling, Nigel?
I have animal handling.
You do
Everybody
too?
has animal handling. I'm just the only
I
one
have plus
with.
4 to it.
Yeah.
I have a +1.
I would like to try to capture more creatures to take with us.
Oh, we can play some fucking Pokemon.
Except if we throw them in your hat, they're not going to survive.
We don't know that.
We're gonna
We
make
don't-
them friends.
You
They're
do
gonna
know
help.
that. No,
We
you
don't-
do know that.
Maybe put a goldfish in there. Give Abe someone to talk to. You know,
Can talk to a goldfish.
It can't talk back.
we don't know that. We don't know what Abe can understand.
I don't think goldfish would make a very good conversationalist. Just saying.
But how do you know? We've never. Do you have talked to
That is an
animals?
interesting point, though. Like, I mean, I don't know how long a fish would be able to breathe based on the water in a fish bowl without
Yeah, exactly.
circulation.
I know. Get a
Without
filter on it.
circulating.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, put some of the plants in it so that way it naturally produces.
There you go.
Okay,
We need
here
to
we
create a
go.
biome in your hat.
Yeah, we'll do that. That next time we go back to town, we're gonna biome just to give Abe someone
Some
to hang
dirt
out
and a
with.
bush, and so we'll throw some water in.
All right, here we go. All right, so you're going left.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
you're
I got
pushing.
guppies, by the way.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, you're pushing this up here. You turn the cart and you start going down this this tunnel. The cart takes up the entire tunnel
Cool.
as you guys are going. Like
Almost
there's
like
no.
it's made for this.
I know. The only way, like, there's a little bit of space on the sides, but nowhere to stand. And if Callista, you want to
Great
get
beginning
out,
fight.
it's either right in front of you, or everyone has to like back up very quickly for you to get out.
So, quick question:
Yes.
if the people in front of me squish to the sides of the wall, could I potentially have a clear shot down the hallway? Like,
What in front of you?
Yeah.
In front of you, there's no one there. Like,
Oh, just
Okay.
Og
yeah.
is here pushing the cart, which is you.
just push your ass
And
down the hole.
everything is here.
There.
Like,
Perfect.
meaning if you want to get out and like try to like get away from the situation, if you would, you have to go
Oh,
like
we're
forward.
not getting away. We're going towards it. We got this.
There we
All
go.
right, fine.
So
Let's do it.
Baylor and Nigel aren't in front of the cart?
No.
Okay. If Close is fine with this, I'm fine with it.
Okay,
Okay.
keep
We're
going.
all behind it, just pushing that thing as hard as we can right now.
Well, actually, Og is the only one pushing it because he's the only one that can get hands on it because it's a tiny, narrow place. Baylor's behind you. And then I assume Nigel's at the back.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Bless on all three. Wait, can I do this in 3? 4 people. I'm going to cast Bless, and everybody can have a D4 for the next thing I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
For the next minute? Or is it 10 minutes? Next
1
minute. Okay. Okay. All right, you come up. You're coming to the corner. Og's just pushing away. All right, you turn said corner. It takes a little bit. Like this cart was not made for speed. You're just slowly kind of trudging
If
along.
we can fix that.
I greased the shaft, so it should be
Okay.
rolling better now.
All right, you
I
look forward.
cast
Who brought the shot?
minor illusion on the cart to make it have cool racing stripes and flames on the side.
Flames.
Sure, why not?
I mean,
Okay.
we could probably put real flames on it with some oil and tinder.
Yeah, but a good friend Steven
Oh.
over here kind of has an aversion to.
Oh yeah. We don't want
Yeah,
The F
Steven
word.
Steven doesn't want to be anywhere near the fake flames on this cart.
Keep working on those phobias, bud. You got this.
As
Fire,
well.
please. I'm gonna
Oh, but
squeeze
if I'm using minor illusion, this thing looks like the Ghost Rider cart now, bud. It's got like flaming wheels. They look real cool.
Nope. See you later. And I'm gonna go back behind.
I'm sorry.
Well, Nigel's right behind you, so you're gonna have to try to find some way to
Get the
shove
fuck out
past
of my
him.
way! I'm gonna push him to the side and move.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to like shove him down to the ground and walk over him, basically.
Yep. Doing it.
All right. So
I mean,
you're heading back down this way.
Is the cave like narrow enough that he could like wall climb up it, like with his like back against one side and his legs on the other?
They can't like just bellies rubbing,
Yeah,
slide
Steven.
past.
No,
It's just
No, this is on
with
me.
his gigantic armor.
You're
No.
a fucking asshole. I'm leaving. And then go back.
All
I
right.
just kind of look at him like, fair enough, and then we just keep.
All right. Party's now split, so we'll go ahead and
Oh.
and look after the regular group here. You still pushing the cart away, going forward?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, unless someone says something. So
Okay. All right. Callista, you see that there is
Do we have
a.
any oh wait, we don't have any stones of far speech. I don't know why I thought we had stones of far speech.
I have a thing
Because
for
you had them at
Wongo.
the very beginning. Yeah, Wongo gave it to you, but they
I didn't
got
give
those
it
back.
back.
Wait,
No,
you called them walkie-talkies.
On that.
A
Rocky-talkies.
Rocky
Yeah.
Talkie? Yeah. No, those were
Yeah.
collected once the
I was really
once the
planning on
tour
calling
thing was
Wongo sometime
do we still
soon.
have any of our extra magic grenades?
Yeah. Hey, whoever didn't use them, you guys have them.
I
Good,
really
'cause I have
don't.
one written down in my inventory, so
Dude,
I wasn't
we
sure
all
if I could
got
turn
one,
it or
right?
not.
Yeah, I
You all got
I
one.
used
One or
mine.
two.
Just one.
Okay.
You got at the start of that you got the magic grenade and you got the signal flare, like the emergency call and help flare.
Oh,
We
that's
don't
funny.
have
We
a
can bring
flare. Remember, I
Quentin
got
in.
pushed over.
We've
and
used
shot
two.
Okay. So you guys are moving forward. There's an opening in front of you. There's appears to be a fairly large space as you're going. Steven, we will come back to you, but you just have to wait. Damn it.
I'm just like, son of a bitch, I can't fire.
Are you just like in the middle of the room, like rocking yourself? Or what's
Yep,
going
pretty much.
on? Okay. All right.
Pacing, kind of like doing like a 10-foot circle. Like,
Okay. All right. I'll
Deep
leave it right
breath.
there.
Deep breath.
Okay.
son of a bitch, little fucking bird.
Oh, so while this is going on, let me see. I'm going to when we kind of get in there and we see it's a big open space, I'm going to cast.
Well, you can't see shit
I'm not.
because
I
you're
don't- I
very
don't-
back. You're 2
How
feet
long is the
tall,
time?
and you have a giant minecart, a giant half orc,
Okay.
and a much larger dwarf right in
All
front of you.
right, all right. I said as soon as I got into that room.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we're
so
not
Any of
there
us are
yet.
in the room yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Okay.
So you guys, you go forward. Callista, you see here, it just looks like an open room, kind of like what you've been seeing before. There have been something like sconces on the wall. There are torches there. They're not lit. There is some mining equipment like pickaxes and shovels and things, but nothing that's standing out. That's just been kind of littered and left there that looks like it hasn't been moved in a little bit. And as you are pushing this cart in, as soon as you get like past the walls, you hear a little bit of a crumbling and a cracking noise, and the cart starts to shift to the left.
Oh,
I'm gonna jump out of the cart.
And you say, why is that happening? Because there is another big old hole right here. It's about 20
camera
feet
hots.
long from the side that you just came out to the opening wall, and the cart is just shifting to the side.
Jumping out of the
Callista, you are inside
Yeah,
it, and Og,
I'll
you are
grab.
behind it.
Jumping out of the cart. Jumping back towards Odd. Can cling to
Jump
him.
out. All
Very
right.
important.
I'll
Do
reach
an
toward
acrobatics
Callista
check.
As soon as I.
Acrobatics.
And
16.
Okay, yeah, that's good. You hop out. It just keeps going. Are you trying to save this cart, Og?
I mean, I'll make like a attempt to, but if Callisto's already out of it, I'm not super concerned about it.
All right. If
I'm
you
just
want to
gonna
try
jump
to,
into his arms. Be
if
like,
you, if
nope.
you want to, you jump into Og's arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't need to worry
Okay.
about saving the cart. Just pull me back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then Calissa, yeah, you jump out, Og, you catch her. The cart just, without having any hands on it, just slides down to the side and starts banging down this hole.
Cart go down the hole.
Yeah, it's hitting from side to side. When it hits one side, it just keeps going back and forth, making a big ruckus that is echoing through this mine again. And it eventually fades away as it gets deeper and deeper down this hole.
Should have cast light on that cart.
We did. It's
We did cast light on that
has
cart.
flames on it.
Yeah, it's a Ghost Rider cart.
That was minor illusion. That was not light. Don't even try to put the two of them together.
Could I have cast light as I jumped out and exited?
No,
Like,
because you didn't say it, and it's gone.
Yeah, I guess I walk into the main passage and tell Steven what happened.
Yes, Steven, you're pacing back and forth, and you hear others, and you hear just a big like bang, like crash echoing through everything, like something hellacious just happened down where you walked from.
I'm gonna fucking ready, and we're going, and I'm gonna run.
You run? Okay.
Towards the noise. Yep.
Okay. You get down there. Yeah, you see Baylor and Nigel are still there. No one's gone into the room yet because no one said they got into the room, but you just see them there. Callista is in Og's arms, and there is no minecart.
What in the hell happened?
Cart go down the hole.
the floor just fell out from under me.
Fair.
Og saved me.
At least the flames are gone.
They weren't even real flames. I
These
thought that'd be
flames-
helpful.
Don't
It's
you
a
worry.
therapy experience.
Yes. Okay, I'll think about it later. Thanks.
So should we try to investigate this room? Is there even a way to safely get into it without
I don't think there's a room left.
So
It's just a
from-
big soul hole.
From what you can tell, the hole is, and damn it, I don't have anything to point with. Here we go. What is this? The hole is basically like right here. It's
Can't
like
see.
20 feet along the wall right
need
there.
to move a
Yeah, we
little.
can't see that, bud.
You see your
Okay.
feet.
Ooh.
There we go. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
There
Alright.
we go.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's
so from
So
here to
the hole
here.
is where the post-it note is.
Yeah, it's here. It's like these two squares,
So
like
okay.
here
Go
and
to
right
the
behind
right.
you where it
Yeah.
went down.
Oh, so there's still plenty of, like,
There's
room
plenty
to
of,
look
yeah,
at.
there's room to look at, but there is a very large hole next to you that's about 20 feet in length.
So I'm going to jump out of Og's arms, thank you very much, and scoot around the corner
This
with my
corner?
hood up.
Right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You start walking this way, everyone starts coming in as well. As you're going to the right, Callista, there is another big hole right here at the edge. Here, I'll put another post-it right there so you guys can see.
Yay, Post-its.
And I won't hopefully use all my wife's post-it notes. There we go. Big hole here. And I'll just leave these as is.
Well, we were worried about sinkholes. They seem to be everywhere.
Yeah, Baylor.
Og is rethinking his idea of attaching rope to everyone.
Baylor
Nigel's
is
rethinking his idea of walking and then just jumps on fucking
Og's
Og's
shoulder.
shoulders like he normally does.
Mhm.
I'm already in Og's. Oh, no, I'm not.
We need to make a harness for you.
A Master Blaster harness. I like just like a
Just a
fucking
little
babushka.
platform. Like,
I was just thinking more like the little papusa thing. to
Yeah,
carry.
with a little
You-
like go strap so I can like fall off if need be.
Yes, exactly. I could just yank the ghost strap if you need to get down.
you guys are start talking about sinkholes and going through and everything. And Steven, do you go all the way in the room, or are you still down the hallway?
Now that I know the cart is gone, I'm fine. I'm back with the group and into the room.
You've come into? Okay. All right, we'll get all you guys in here.
Roll a
You
perception.
guys are going in and you start looking around a bit, and you notice Baylor is just kind of by the hole, just like looking at it. He's walking just like very slowly down and looking at the ground, looking at the wall across from him. There's about 10 feet from between you guys and the wall,
I'm gonna walk up.
and he's
to
just looking at studying it.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay.
What? I thought we weren't supposed to be worrying about sinkholes, and I mean, I don't have stone cunning, but do you have such a thing that you could tell? How did this happen?
He says, if this were a sinkhole, it would be something to be concerned about, but this is not a sinkhole.
What is it?
Soho.
That's what I've been trying to figure out. It with a sinkhole, there is it is not typically this deep. We don't quite know how deep this is, and it is not as a sinkhole is not as clean as this is. If you look, and he's pointing down, and he's telling you all this stuff, and the edge of like where the hole is just like completely smooth, going down from one end to the other, and going there. He's like, this. It looks like it was carved, but I know of no tool that could do it to this precision, I guess. And if you look across, and he points to the wall over there, he says, I see very clear signs of mining and of stonework and of harvesting and of trying to find, get whatever was in this area. I recognize that. He said, what I don't recognize, and he kind of gets his maul at the very back of the hilt and points across to a section. He's like, what I do not recognize, and he pulls it across, says, is that. And as he points it out, there's like this, I'm up so I can kind of show you what I'm. So he points, he's like, I don't recognize that. And he's holding his maul out, and he's kind of using it as a
thing longer.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say a laser pointer, but that doesn't do it. It's just like a big stick to kind of like point out and show you what's going on. He's like, and he kind of goes around in a circle of a couple different areas, and he says, again, they have been mining here, and I see you can see it is chipped away and is broken and is very rigid. This, and it's just this like kind of very smooth, round area, and it's like concave inside, but it's very smooth from what you can see. He says, that is not from any mining tool that I have ever seen. It instead appears that something reached into the stone and scooped it, whatever was there, out. And that is just very
disconcerting,
very curious to me.
Curious indeed. Could I roll like a knowledge arcana to see if like it, like that
if it was like magical means?
Yeah.
This seems like earthbenders to me.
16.
Doesn't necessarily look magical.
Does
I
it
mean,
look-
there may be some spells that could, like, there's like shape stone or things like that, but as far as like getting it out, you've never heard of a spell used for something like that.
because it doesn't seem particularly magical, and it doesn't seem like mining equipment. I mean, could it just be like something very sharp, or?
Is anyone proficient with like what is it, like stone cutting or like masonry tools or anything like that?
Nah,
We're
bud.
jewelers.
No. Yeah, jewelers wouldn't cut it. I mean, if you ask Baylor, he's just like, just says again, there's no tool that I have come across or know that could do something like that. The sharpest of instruments that I've crafted myself that could cleave a tree in half with one swing. The tools that I have constructed for mining or other earthly means, as proud as I am of them, they could not do something like that.
Baylor, this is going to sound crazy, but do you think the Oh God, the mountain's doing this.
He just kind of says that. He's like, well, what
Well,
mountain? We are not
the
on a
mou-
mountain.
Yeah, but because we got up earlier when you told us not to mess with that stone or that hole. Oh, Ben, you were in me. You were in. You were
Giggity.
just wrapped around everything.
I love how his eyes are just big looking at you, and you're in me. He's like,
Earlier not to mess with that. Okay, but you were wrapped around this cord. Okay, there we go. You told us not to mess with that hole. Then we messed with it, and the hole tried to punch us.
"Did what?"
Yeah,
Hands, the fists.
yeah.
Did you not see that?
I don't know. No one saw. Oh wait, we didn't tell you that. That hole tried to punch us when we kind of
Yeah,
fiddled with it.
there was something. The two hands came up at us. We were lucky enough to fall out of the way.
You know, because
He's still got his maul like over there, like using it as the pointer, and he just kind of slowly is like looking down at the hole and backing away. That would have been information that would have been very helpful.
What do you
before
think I kept
reached out
calling them
over the
soul?
hole, and it kind of echoes again in the
Yeah,
in the
I
mine.
kept calling them soul holes because they have souls. What do you think I was just? We need to just keep going forward.
You're yelling, and so that's echoing in this place too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigel just wants to move forward. He's tired of looking at these holes. He's tired of thinking of holes.
Being surrounded by the
Yeah, the
holes because there's one behind you too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now he's in the front and just walking out of this room.
Okay.
He wants to get
All
back to exploring shafts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm just
All right.
yelling. I'm done. I'm done. He's just yelling hello. He's freaked
Nigel's
out.
yelling hello.
Yeah. I'm just like, is anyone here?
Nigel,
Are you are you doing a circle around the room? What are you doing? Are you just
Oh yeah.
yelling
No,
down
I'm
the
just
hole
walking
again?
around the room trying to avoid holes.
Nigel.
Nigel doesn't care now. He's freaked out because the fucking dwarf that's supposed to know what the hell's going on doesn't know what's going on. A hole tried to punch him.
I'm gonna hug him. I'm gonna come up behind. I'm gonna come up behind Nigel. Be like, shh, it's okay. All right,
I'm tired of
It's
this. I
gonna
hate
be
holes.
okay.
Nigel, it's okay.
It's gonna be okay.
I don't think Nigel likes being in caves.
It's okay to be scared.
I'm
don't
not
think-
scared.
I
I'm
hear you.
annoyed.
Are
Okay.
caves
Holes
not
trying
a
to punch
penguin's
me.
natural habitat?
All right. Yeah.
Just petting his head. It's okay. Shh.
All right. You guys are still here. You're still there. Okay, I'm gonna get away from that because that keeps making noises. All right. As you guys are sitting there, petting each other gently, ever so gently, because that's what you do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, you guys are sitting there. You're just like, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's well, everyone roll a perception check for me to see if you hear anything at all.
Oh, nope. I didn't hear shit.
10.
10.
16.
11.
9.
16, 11, 9.
That's amazing. I'm too busy trying to calm down my freaking out little penguin friend.
Okay.
Because secretly,
right.
somebody would do that for me.
You would hope. You would hope and pray.
I would like, somebody, please help me.
I just need to go to therapy. Please, would someone give me a recommendation?
I just like to picture like Nigel
I
just
just
like
need a referral. That's all I
jumping
need.
into his
No
hat
one will
to
give it to me.
hide with his beak just sitting over the top of it.
Like, that's when you know Nigel's not in some bad shit. When he's in the hat,
Yeah. With
Okay.
just his beak pointing out to breathe.
I'm just going to my happy place.
You mean your hatty place?
Yeah.
Your hat be place?
Yeah, Abe gets me, and then I just jump in there.
All right. You guys are sitting there going around. Who got the Callista? You got a 16. You got the highest
16 with my hood up.
with your hood up. I know your hood's up, damn you. Yeah, you're looking around while these dumbasses are yelling and like trying to comfort each other. And You are the first one to see it. You just see something shift on the ceiling and fall.
No ceiling
And
holes.
ceiling holes. Oh, damn, we were worried about the ground.
Pull from air, bad.
Exactly. Something drops right. Well, hang on. How big are these guys? Oh, they're smaller. Okay, hang on. I change my mind.
One next to. Uh-oh. Which one am I, Nathan?
You are. We'll
We need
put
like
this
little
bitch
color
right here.
bases, is what we need.
All right. One drops there.
Mm.
One drops. Let's use you. One drops there. Okay, that's what it was. All right. Nigel, something drops down in front of you. It appears to be a large worm-like creature with a beak that just slugs on the ground. And as soon as it hits, it kind of recoils back up and tries to snap at you with some tentacles that unfurl from around the beak, like kind of mandibles, and it just snaps at you. Where does that? Does a oh, that's not going to do it. I thought it was higher. Yeah, that's a 12, so that misses.
Son.
And then the same thing happens right in front of you, Og. It goes down and snaps in front of you too. It rolled lower, so I know it misses too. And I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. It's the first time we've done it in a long time. Let's do it.
Woo! Fuck me!
14.
23.
20?
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
I'm good at things that involve being fast and talking. That's
All right,
all.
let's see here.
That's all the character's built for.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Nigel, you got a 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get all my attacking dice back. Haven't had to use these in a while.
Let's see.
If we had
all right, so 23, 21. Did anyone get 20 to 15?
No.
No?
Oh, no, yep. No, I got 14.
Okay, 15 to 10? Oh, shit. Okay.
I got a 2.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I rolled a natty 1 for a 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
I rolled a
That's a
1
good time.
plus 1 for my initiative as well.
That's
Okay.
a good time to blow
And
one,
your dex is a +2, Steven?
Yeah.
All right, roll a 20 again. And just tell me what's on the 20.
12.
12. Okay. Okay. Do. And this is going to be Steven. And I'm sorry, Og. Okay, here we go. So these big worm-like creatures, yeah, just drop down from the ceiling. So we have Nigel, Steven, Og, Callista, Baylor. I didn't roll for Baylor. What the fuck am I doing? We'll just sneak you in here, buddy. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
If we had inspiration from last time that we haven't used, do we still have it?
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah. This isn't the.
Okay.
This isn't the
Just
time.
making sure.
Yes.
All right. So no, absolutely. All right. So these things drop down. Okay, cool. Let me put this right next to them as well. Well, I'll just track it on there. Never mind. Okay. So first up is going to be Nigel. So this thing, Nigel, you're right here. Steven, Og, Callista, Baylor, Worm 1, Worm 2. This thing just dropped down in front of you and tried to smack at your face. And Nigel, you're up first.
Okay, I grab Miranda. I whisper softly to her, "Strike true, my love." And then I just rammed my rapier into it.
All right, go ahead and roll the attack.
28.
Nope. I'm just kidding. That hits. I can't even see your face, but I wish I did. No, you get. No, you hit.
Okay. Cool. So I get my sneak attack because my good friend Steven's right next to me. So.
Whoa.
What?
I thought that you get advantage or sneak attack if you had another ally around what you're attacking.
No, if he's in 5 feet of the If he's in 5 feet of the
You or the enemy?
enemy.
He's not. He's right here. The enemy's right back
How
there.
far away? Wait, let me look at it then. I'm sorry. Let me
No,
just-
that's fine. I just want to be sure. I'm going to run and get my player's handbook. So I was like, oh, I got my phone. I don't need that book. No, I do because I'm using my phone.
Oh, shit. Then I would not have done what I did. Where's rogue stuff? I haven't had to pull a handbook out in a while. Let's see here. It would help if I could use the alphabet. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So you're saying he's not in 5 feet of it?
He's behind you right here.
Mm.
He was consoling you.
I'm not
the
5
thing
foot
dropped down over
like
here.
wide. Are you saying that because they're on tiles?
Yes.
Okay.
He's next to you. He's not next to the thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, if that's, can I change what I'm doing then?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do a magic boy thing.
Sure, do your magic boy thing.
Again, I'm still gonna just use Miranda to. I'm still whispering at Miranda, but I'm gonna point Miranda at. Dun, 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 at the weird slug thing and cast a witch bolt. Haven't done that in a hot minute.
You're gonna run. If you run away from this thing, it's gonna get an attack of opportunity because you're right in front of it.
I have disengage.
Oh, you have your bonus action to do that. That's right. Okay, where you want to go?
Oh, actually, then wait. You know what? I'm going to disengage off of this one a little bit and just shoot the other one with a bow and arrow. I'm
so
sorry.
You're gonna run over a little bit like this
Yes.
and shoot that one.
Yeah.
Okay, go
that
for
one's right next to somebody.
Now,
correct?
hang on. Do you have your crossbow now, or do you have a bow and arrow? Because I know there was a big back and forth of what you guys wanted to buy.
I ended up just getting a short bow. I didn't end up buying a crossbow because it didn't really.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, go for it.
Yeah, so short bow. That's still. Do I need to re-roll my attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're doing something completely different.
Cool. Well, it's a 16.
16 is gonna hit.
Okay, cool. So I
That
still
is
do my
bitch right
1d6.
there.
So now it's 4d6. Let's see here. So 9, 12, 18, 23 damage.
Okay. All right.
Sorry
Cool.
about that, guys.
No, that's all right. No worries. All right. So you do that. It hits it right in the back of its fucking head, and it screeches out in pain. Let's see here. Yeah. Sorry, writing 2 more things down real quick.
It sucks I can't use sneak attack with magic.
Kind of defeats the purpose of magic, though.
But I understand that.
Okay. All right. So the thing you just shot in the back of the head doesn't like it, but it kind of enrages it, and it's going to go ahead and let's see. Og's there. Calissa's there. It's going to chomp at Og again because it was the first thing that's in front of it, and it was really upset that it missed, so it's going to try again. And that is what? That's 19 to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 16. So.
Okay, cool. So this is going to be...
Are barbarians' ACs just low because they're naked?
That is 5 damage to you, Og.
Okay.
And because it hit you with those tentacles around its beak, it's going to go ahead and try to now. It's kind of like suction to your face because it's slapped on. It's got some claws at the end of those. Kind of rakes into the back of your head, and it's going to try to now try to chomp you with the beak. Let's see if it gets you. That's the same thing. That is an 8, so that's not going to do it. So it tries to pull in at you, and you just somehow get your head out of the way right in time, and it misses you with the beak. No means no.
This cave doesn't understand consent.
Exactly. Callista, you're up next.
All right. Do I have a clear line of sight to either of those? Or am I just
You're
behind her?
right here. Og is like next to you, kitty corner, and this thing is right in front of you. So it's been nipping at Og, but you're right here, and it's right there.
Cool. So I would like the thing on Og to make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution save? Okay, let me see what that is. Ooh, that's a straight up roll. Here we go. That's a nat 20.
Oh well, fuck.
It's a hardy worm.
Apparently so.
Damn. So as my, no, that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, do you want to move?
Yes. Not in the hole, but like back away from the worm. I wanna
Like
back away.
against the wall here?
Yeah, corner
Yeah.
yourself against the wall.
Okay, cool.
Limit your escape.
Just
All
in
right.
case.
Cool. Let's see. It is Baylor's turn. It
So
makes
good,
me
Baylor.
so happy. Okay, so he's watching all this happen, and he is. Let's see. Everyone's doing stuff. Steven, you're the only one that hasn't done anything. So you would be the only one that sees this. Things are dropping from the ceiling, nipping at everyone. Things are going around. Nigel jumps back and shoots an arrow, and you're just looking around and trying to kind of assess the situation. And you look over at Baylor, and he is like almost shaking. Like you can just kind of tell and almost kind of hear just like the rattle of his plate armor. And he's looking down at the ground while he's shaking for a second. You're like, what the fuck is going on with our dwarf friend? And then he picks his head up, and you see that he is shaking because he has the biggest smile on his face. He is just like ready to get into it, and his eyes are gleaming, and he's like just gripping that maul with all he's got, and he pulls it back over his shoulder and he goes, battle! And he fucking charges at this guy full speed and is gonna throw his maul at him. And
Rolls
I
a
don't have.
nat one.
Well, I need to look up his stats because I don't have my phone. And I want to have it right because I fucking love Baylor, and I want to make sure that everything is correct for my
I really
best
hope your
boy.
favorite PC character here doesn't die, Nathan.
Well, if he does, that's okay. I can use him in another game. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it.
This is Baylor Jr.
Well, I told you I was going to make the next thing I was going to make was a ranger based on Raylan Givens and Justified, so that just means I can use him next.
God, I had a friend who, whenever a character would die, he would just make a new character and say it was his old character's brother.
Oh, like Beer Fest.
Soap opera. Yes.
Okay, come on, D&D Beyond. I need you. Let's go. Let's go. What
I
is
really
your
hope
two
we
hit?
just go and meet like a really
Oh,
cool
yeah.
sheriff somewhere that's just Raylan Givens.
Okay, here we go. Here it comes. Baylor
See, now I'm talking like Nigel
swings.
when I don't mean to. This is no good.
Oh yeah. So okay.
This is no good.
All right. Baylor's.
What?
This is
Not
no
like
good?
this at all.
All right. Baylor's gonna connect.
Listen.
11,
Hey, listen.
16. Okay. All right. So Baylor runs at this thing, and you just hear like everyone around you just this eruption of battle, and he just bolts at this thing. And he is like doesn't even like stop. He's just going full speed, and as he's going, his maul kind of scoots across the floor of the cave, and he comes up with it. Like normally you think someone's gonna like swing to the side or overhead. He like almost takes a like golf swing or a hockey like swing at this thing and just connects right across its face and just reams it, and it fucking like throws its head into the side of the cave. It's still up, but
Is he
yeah,
pinned it?
he fucking rocked this thing right in the face. And he's just like he just seems so fucking excited.
Right in the face.
As this right in the face. As this is all going on, let's see here. Everyone hears another a couple other noises. There's a and one drops here, and another one drops here.
Same things.
Same things. And they're each going to take a swing. One's going to go for Callista. One's going to go for Nigel. Let's see. What's what? That's Callista. That's Nigel. Okay, here we go. Well, that is not going to do it for Callista because that's a 2. So that means that's a 6. Nigel was 14. I don't
Not
think
gonna
that's going
do
to do
it.
it for you either. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
All
he
right.
hit me, but it missed?
Yes.
Or
It
did he
missed,
just-
yeah.
or did he
No,
just
no, no, no.
skim me?
I rolled a 2, so it just completely whiffed with its
There was
fucking
no contact
tentacles again.
whatsoever?
No contact.
God damn it. All right.
Okay. Next up is gonna be Steven.
All right.
So you got this thing in front of
next to
you.
Baylor, right?
You're next to Baylor. There's one in front of you. There's one behind you next to Og. There's one that dropped down next to Nigel, and there's one that's next to Callista.
If I move to try and flank with Baylor, is that gonna put me in a room for an attack of opportunity?
You're already right up on it. You guys are right next to each other, and this thing is right here. So you'll basically be moving around it as opposed to away from it.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of in my head. I was picturing like.
So you can try to get like behind him here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my flail,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna do a little flourish
Go for it.
and swing and try and hit it in the back of the head.
Go for it.
20.
Yes.
That
Go ahead and
is-
roll your damage.
Where's my 8? 6 points of damage.
Cool. All right.
I'm going to swing again,
Okay.
hit through, and then come back around on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
12.
That is gonna miss. So you hit it along the side of the head, and it kind of tilts to the side. And as you come around around the other side, it just the momentum you got for one side just tilts it enough to where it misses. And then Og, you're bringing up the bottom of the order, sir.
Okay, so you said there's one that's attached to me, more or less.
So it has like on the front of its face, it has like a big beak or a maw, and then it has tentacles that are around it that try to like grab onto someone to slash it and then bring it into the maw. So it got you with the tentacles, but when it went for the beak, it let loose. So it doesn't stay attached.
Okay, so it's not attached to me anymore.
No, yeah.
Okay, that's good. I was trying to figure out if I was gonna have to like try to grapple it or rip it off my head. So.
I mean, hell, you can still grapple it if you want to. That's always a possibility.
So how close are we to one of those holes?
So this thing is, let me look at my map that I had. It's like 10 feet away from this hole.
Okay, is there a clear shot between it and the hole, or anybody in between, like it?
You're right here, it's right here, and the hole is here. So there's nowhere. Callista's behind you and everyone else is in front of you.
I'm gonna try to punt it down the hole.
Attaboy.
So let's see, this would be a shove then.
Oh, I'm also going into a rage too.
All right, if this is going to be a shove, this is going to be a contested strength. How strong is this bitch? Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, so you get advantage on this, right?
On strength rolls, yeah, when I'm in a rage.
Okay. 1 and 2. No, I was kidding. Fuck, what was it? There it is. Okay, there we go. And all right, what'd you get?
Okay, so would this be like doing like an unarmed strike?
If you're trying to like get this thing down the hole to end it, then this is going to be a shove as opposed. You're not trying to do if you're instead of trying to do damage, you want to like
punt it if at all possible, like kick it down the hole, but but if that's not realistic, then the shove's fine.
It's real. I mean, we're using the shove tactic, but if you want to like Spartan kick it,
yeah,
Yes.
that's fine too. We're just using the shove rules because that's your ultimate goal.
Okay, so it's just like a straight D20 then, without any.
No, it's with your strength mod.
Okay.
And with your strength checks, you get advantage when you're raging, so you get to roll 2 of those suckers.
So.
My beer is
Seven,
lonely up
so I don't
here.
think it's going to do it. But let me check my second one.
You know what? You don't even have to roll. The 7 will do it because this guy got a 4. So he's
God.
going down the hole.
Excellent.
And I think the shove is like 10 feet. So it's like right where you need it to be. And it's fun. So I'm not going to say, well, let me look up the rules. No, it just
Fair
goes like fun. So how do you want to, how do you want to shove this thing down? So it gripped your head and got you some claw marks on your face and then tried to come in with its beak at you. Here, I'll show you what these things look like.
Og just did like this. I like the.
Oh.
That's the thing coming at you.
Oh, Les, that's one of those things from the castle in my campaign.
Oh, cool.
I made mine talk.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, these things just screech and nip at you. It's coming at your butt.
But yeah, I like the idea. Yeah, Og got like slashed a little bit, and he just like leaned back a bit and just did the Spartan kick at it towards the hole.
Gotcha. Yeah, this thing, and it has no like I said, tentacles, like, you know, like, well, maybe it can suction onto the thing. No, it's not. It doesn't have any arms or legs or anything to grab. So you, do that. It comes at you and you just shove this bitch down, and it just, you just, again, hear it like slapping against the sides of the cave as it's going down until you can't hear it anymore. And it like makes a little bit of noise every time that like the first like 2 times it hit, you hear like a blah, blah, and then it's just like flesh hitting, just like, and then lighter and lighter and lighter until it's gone.
Okay.
And then we're at the top of the order again, and it's Nigel.
Cool. I'm going to go run over to Baylor.
All right, you have one on you again, so I assume you're disengaging.
Yeah, I'm disengaging.
Okay, cool. All right, running to Baylor.
I'm running to Baylor, and I'm going to calmly as I can while I'm stabbing the whatever. What's it called, Nathan?
It is, well, everyone do a history check. See if you know what this thing is.
Okay.
Let's see if Baylor knows. Baylor absolutely fucking knows.
16.
Yeah, 20, bitch. 16.
12.
17.
Callista, you never really seen this thing. Og, what'd you get?
4.
4. You didn't. None of your picture books showed this particular thing. Baylor, Steven, and Nigel, you know this is a Grick.
Okay, cool. So as I'm going and stabbing this Grick in the neck with Miranda, I'm looking over at Baylor and telling him that we have to do this as quietly as possible, or more of these damn Gricks are going to fall off the ceiling.
He's not listening to you. He's just like, he's wide-eyed and he's like, he's in the
I can't even hit him with a persuade.
How about you roll your attack first?
Okay. 19 plus 9.
Yes.
28.
Your base roll already did it.
Okay. All right. Let me just 16, 18, plus 7, 25.
Man, rogues are broken. How do you want to kill this thing?
Pretty much so. I want to pretty much treat it like it's a sheath for my rapier and just stick my rapier as far down its throat as I can without piercing it. And then when I finally get to a good place, I'm just going to tug the thing back and split its side open.
Okay. We have to keep this in mind because you're all of 2.5 feet tall.
I get you.
I don't know if you'll be able to get into this thing's mouth.
Oh, here, let's do this then. Let's do this. I'm seeing how I've managed it. I'm going to jump on Baylor, jump down, and then just pierce the thing down all the way through.
Okay. This is, if you're going to bound off of one of your teammates, you need a successful acrobatics check. If you fail, that makes the hit null and void.
Let's go.
All right. Get over 15. Get over 15.
13 plus 5 is an 18.
Okay. So he during all this, he like just bolts as fast as he can and fucking like comes up with it and knocks it to the side, and he's just sitting there readying himself for another hit. He kind of switches it to his other hand, and you are able to almost, you know how like you bounced off a handsome?
Yes.
It's like that, but more graceful, like you meant to do it this time. So you like jump, but you're like feet forward towards his plate mail, and it just kind of like hits him in the stomach, and then you go off and bound up, and then you come down, and bring it down that way and do exactly what you said you wanted to do.
Nice.
All right, cool. So that one is gone. Now, right there. And let's see. So that would have been this guy. He's gone.
Yeah, rogues
Thing
are
is-
broken. I'm
No,
really
they're
good
just
at
they're just
stabbing
really
things.
awesome in a group. You're gone. Okay, Callista, you are up. So Callista, you're back here. You have one next to you. The other one is over there.
Ooh. So next to me, like, yeah, almost touching me.
Like right next to you. Yeah.
How about we do a shocking grasp? So
Go for it. Is that an attack or is that a save?
it's an attack.
Okay, go for it.
And it's a 16.
Yes, go ahead. Oh shit, I missed that. Oh well, fuck it. We're done now. It doesn't matter. Yes, go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. That's a whole whopping 6 lightning damage. So like
Let's see
electrocuting
this.
the eels kind of thing. Eh.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I get it.
Ew.
6, you said?
6.
6, and that is that one. Okay. Boop, boop. Okay, awesome. Well, next up is going to be this thing right next to you. And as these things are screeching and making all this noise and being thrown down holes and shit, you guys do notice another noise. It's a little louder than all the other guys are doing. And something is moving toward you, and it appears to be much larger than what these things have been. You don't quite see anything yet. Okay, this thing is going to take a hit at Callista. That, man, I'm not rolling great with these. That's a 10, so that's not going to do it.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Baylor is up next. He is going to turn around as he heard some lightning, and he's going to run back this way. 1, 2, 3. Just, again, full speed. His maul is just like, well, actually, I want to do something fun with Baylor because Baylor is fucking awesome. I think I know what I'm going to do.
Is he a flip penguin? I think not.
No, he's not. Okay. So as he's running, and all of you guys notice this because it's pitch dark in here. There aren't any torches lit. Nothing's going on. You guys are relying on your dark vision. And as you hear a clank, 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 and a laughter of this dwarf bolting across this room, there is a big old flash of light. It's the first light that you guys have seen since coming into this section of the tunnel, and it's coming from the tip of his maul. And it is just racing at this thing. That is going to hit. So we are going to get, come here, you turd. All right. So he does the same thing that he did last time. And we're going to see if this thing potentially catches fire at all. Okay, and that's, okay, here we go. Yeah, this thing just erupts into fucking flames. So he's running and he's just, and he like just fucking like almost like twists his wrists on this maul, and the end of it just erupts into flames. And instead of coming up underneath like he did last time, he like leaps in the air and brings it over his head and just lands it like straight on top of this thing's fucking head. And as it hits, the entire length of the worm's body slowly catches fire until the whole thing is just covered in flames. And as the maul slowly comes down on its head and starts pressing it towards the floor, there is a very satisfying just fucking squish and crack noise that you hear, and it just lands on its head and does not move, but it is still on fire.
Radiant damage. Got it.
All right. Next is this other guy. He is going to run at the tiny morsel that ran away because it appears to be the easiest target. Okay, that's a nat 20, sir. I apologize for that. So we're going to roll damage first.
Oh, no.
Roll damage, and just you wait a second. Oh, boy. That's 20 piercing damage to Nigel.
20?
20.
2-0.
Piercing 2-0. Just like the crit that hit you. And here comes the crit table. Do I have the crit table in here? I may have to go get the crit table. There it is. Okay, hang on. I'll get it out first. Oh, boy. Nigel, say a prayer for low numbers. Where is it? There it is. Okay, here we go. Here is the roll.
Zero.
What?
0. That's 100.
What?
Nigel, you see this thing rolling at you in slow motion.
What?
And as it does, you calm yourself down. You wait for my narrative, you son of a bitch. This thing rolls at you in slow motion, and as it does, it just kind of stops for a second. Just for a second. And you hear a voice as clear as day in your head that says your name. And you recognize it immediately as your father figure, Danclaw. Just, Nigel? And then everything comes back into motion, and this thing just pummels you. It's the worst pain you've ever felt, and the world goes dark. And now it's Steven's turn.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
How much damage did I take?
You're unconscious, son.
Oh,
Like
shit.
you're down.
Hey,
You are
Okay,
down.
Did it swallow him whole?
No, it just fucking. So this thing is very large. Well, I mean, it's medium sized, but it's probably a good like 7-foot worm, and it just bound with all of its might and just landed solely on this 2.5-foot penguin.
Oh, fuck.
So, Steven, you're up next, sir.
Steven, Nigel and I have had our moments, but
I'm gonna say this guy's like fucking covering up Nigel.
Right, doesn't he fucking sees this happen and just is filled with like rage towards this creature.
Mm-hmm.
He takes his flail and just swings as hard as he can and tries to smash the shit out of this. Great. 21.
That hits.
All right. And then I'm going to add my... Where are we going here? What's it called? Divine Smite? No.
You can Divine Smite this bitch. Hell yeah. You can cast it level 1 or level 2.
Yeah,
the Divine Smite is one you can add whenever the hell you want. It just takes a spell slot away.
Yep.
The first level spell slot is 2d8. Second level, you add another one.
All right. I'm just going to use it at first level. So I'll do my first damage is a 7. Let's see. 7 plus 4. So 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Then I'll do my 2 other D8 is another 6.
Okay.
And that's radiant damage. That's first attack.
Yes.
Second attack, same thing. Ooh, nat fucking 20.
Nope, misses. He has a special ability. You want me to bring the book out?
It
Yeah.
negates.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, do you have like immune to fucking crits? I'm like, no.
It's an adamantine worm. It's not going to do anything.
So this is my first ever crit that I've done. So what do I do?
So roll damage is normal,
Damage is normal.
just with the flail. If you want to add a smite, you roll that as well. You double everything, and then you're still going to roll on the crit table.
Holy shit.
So are you just going to do regular flail damage, or do you want to add a smite?
I want to add a smite.
Okay. So roll 4 flail.
4 flails. That's a 4.
4, so 8, and then add your regular bonus on top of it.
12. That's 12 damage because I
Okay.
got 1d8 plus 4.
Okay, and if you're going to smite, roll your 2d8 and then double that.
20.
20. So smite was 20 and the other.
20 altogether. Yeah. So it's 10 doubled is 20. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
The spell slots out.
Yeah, no, they're great. And then roll your 100. See what happens.
Oh, where's my 100?
So you're 100 and you're 10 to do the percentile.
51.
51. Where did it go? Crit table? Oh, there you are. I put it in the book. I banished it because it killed a party member. All right, let me see. Guys, since we've started this whole thing, I've rolled 2 100s in the crit table. Can we
Wait,
just
did you
acknowledge
kill
that?
me or am I unconscious?
I mean, you're unconscious.
I can't read that.
Can't read
I
that.
can't read that.
It's too blurry.
Keep going.
Still can't read that.
Keep going.
Yeah, even then, it's
Yeah,
still going to
it's
be
too
too
far
small.
away.
Now.
Yeah, you just got to read it out loud, bud.
Okay. It's good. Just like that. Perfect.
Says instant kill. 51. Hang on. No, this might make you feel better. Hang on. Where's the 51?
How will that make me feel better?
Because this thing is going to die too. Hang on. Let me see.
Oh, Jesus.
It says permanent body damage. So how do you want to kill this thing? Knowing that you're also, if it were to still be alive, it would be permanent body damage.
Well, I guess like he swings. The first one he swings down on it, and then he pulls his flail out and swings to the right like a baseball bat, and tries to smash it so hard well then it gets stuck in there, and he wants to like rip it, like fucking I don't know. It's giant, so he wants to fucking just go in where the hole is, where the flail is stuck, and just fucking rip.
Okay. I love it. So does that go like out of its body, out of its head? It just carves a swath out of this worm?
Yeah.
All right. I love it. You do that, and yeah, this thing fucking just goes down, dies.
Awesome.
It's done. It is spilling entrails and blood
All over
out of itself.
Nigel's corpse.
And actually, yes, over Nigel's corpse because it's right on top of it. So that thing is now dead.
Nigel will be birthed anew from the
Ew.
corpse of the
See,
grave.
this is what I get. Some assholes texting me about like an F-150 while this is going on. I look away for like 1 second, and I get instant killed by a worm.
Maybe we'll manage to bring you back to life. It'll be like when
You know, we were just
in
talking
Star
about
Wars.
rogues are being broken. I guess now they are, right?
Oh shit.
But wait, there's more. You remember that big fucking noise you were hearing not too long ago?
Wasn't that the worm?
An even bigger one starts slithering down this fucking path.
Oh,
It is much
it is
larger
a dire grave.
than these others. It's a dire worm. Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. But it's okay because it did not do well fucking at all on its roll. So boom, boom. All right. So it would be Nigel's turn, but it's not. Callista, it's your turn.
Oh,
I'd
Og-
like to
Doesn't
spare the
Og go after
dying.
Steven?
I'm so he's dead. This is not a spare the dying unconscious. He's fine now.
Well, but it says, what does it say? It's supposed to say, creature that has 0 hit points. Got it. A living creature that has 0 hit points.
So if he were
Or-
unconscious and you're trying to stabilize him, you slap him on the ass and he's fine. So now
Okay.
you have this big, this alpha worm coming at you.
What about Og? Where's Og?
Yeah, I thought I
okay.
went after Steven.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's initiative order. Doesn't he go after me, or am I last?
I'm after
No,
him.
Og is last.
Okay.
So Callista, you're
Chrom-
up. There's this big
Can I
worm
do
coming at you.
chromatic orb with radiant damage?
Yeah, if you want to.
I
I think you get to pick just whatever the hell thing
Okay.
you want it to be. I'll double check.
So I'd like to do chromatic orb, and I'd like to use a sorcery point to twin the spell,
Crow.
and another sorcery.
Can you hit it? Can you hit the same target, or does it have to be a different target?
You can spend a sorcery point equal to a spell's level to target a second creature in range with the same spell, as long as the spell
Okay.
at that. Yeah. So
Okay.
spend
Alright.
a point to twin the spell, and spend another point.
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. So no radiant or necrotic or force or psychic.
So we're gonna do fire.
Okay.
Fuck.
We're gonna do fire, and I'm gonna use second sorcery point to quicken the spell.
Fuck.
To
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
use it as a bonus action.
I'm sorry, Liz. I didn't mean to roll 100. It just happened. I didn't mean to. It just happened.
Oh God.
And I can't heal him, like healing word.
Yeah.
Dude,
At least
he
you didn't
did.
die doing something stupid like my characters normally do, Les.
I just got one-shotted.
I got killed by a party member once for going insane. It was great. I had way more fun with that character than I should have. Point being, at least you died doing doing what you're supposed to.
Standing in the middle of a. Oh.
He's just pissed.
Look, you killed something. It was defending its brother.
All right. I'm gonna try to say this right, so that way you understand what I'm trying to do, because it's.
Bring it on.
All right, I'm gonna use sorcery point to quicken the spell, which
Makes it a bonus action.
It makes it a bonus action, right?
Mhm.
And use another one to twin that same spell, so that's my bonus action. It is 2 chromatic orbs, and then I'm going to use my actual action to throw another chromatic orb at another worm. So
the
total.
big one is the only one left. This one got thrown down.
Cool. So
The
all
one
three
next
of
to
them
you
are
got
hit.
killed. Yeah, Steven just destroyed this one. So the only one left is just the big Gigantor.
All right.
Nigel killed one, everyone. Let it be known. It's canon. Nigel killed a worm. Okay.
So first one is a 13. Is that hit?
Nope.
Cool. Second one is 26.
Yep.
Third one is clickety click 18.
Yeah, so 2 of those hit.
2 hit. Cool. So these are going to be 3rd level spell slots. And first one is 32 points.
Dang, all right.
Second one is 24 points.
Nice.
20, make sure my math is correct. Yeah, so what kind of damage is this?
Fire. Big fiery barbecue
Okay.
worm.
Yeah, you throw 3 just of these giant orbs, and they just sail over Og's shoulder, and one just goes all the way down behind this thing and hits a wall behind him, and others, one hits it in just like the belly, and the other hits it like right alongside of its face, and it screeches out. Next up is Baylor. Let's see, Steven, so Og's back is to Baylor. You're Callista's throwing stuff. Steven, you're the only one that's keeping eyes on Baylor, apparently, with everything that's going on. The smile on his face is gone. He is just not enjoying everything anymore. And he is still running, like apparently running is Baylor's favorite. And he just comes up, and instead of continuing on, he kind of like skids on his knees, and when he does, like his plate armor kind of like makes some sparks on the floor, and he lands right next to Nigel. And as he does that, he stops himself by throwing his hand out, placing it on Nigel, and he closes his eyes. As he closes his eyes, sorry, I need to make sure what I'm doing is correct. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank God for that. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey.
Why are you look concerned, Les?
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm about to have to like erase everything in this book and start again.
No,
Maybe.
you don't erase stuff. You just go to a new page.
Yeah, you don't
There's
have a
no new
backup
page.
character ready?
It's all.
Then get a new book.
I have another one.
It's filled with diagrams of his hat. Now he has to get a new book.
Mm-hmm. And August
So-
new hat.
Baylor,
Can't take the goggle.
you're gonna play as the hat? Oh my God. Oh, should we end it here and I can start? Oh my God. No,
Nigel's soul somehow gets trapped in the hat.
it's warring souls in the hat. Nigel
What is-
continues on Og's head like
Oh
he
God,
always
what
has
is
been.
that? It's like the fucking soul sword from fucking
What, magic
kills-
in X-Men?
Yeah. You kill somebody and their soul gets sucked into the blade.
And that's from like a bunch of stuff, I think.
Oh my God, as wonderful as that would be, that's not
No,
gonna happen.
it's even or like the Umbra staff in Adventure Zone. You know, it kills a magical user and it just sucks it up and takes their powers.
But I thought we said that Nigel isn't magical. He's berated himself numerous times for not being magical enough.
Yeah, that is true. Fair enough. Fair
So
enough.
Baylor runs up and skids on his knees, sparks going as he stops, and he lays his hand on Nigel, and he just closes his eyes. And there's almost kind of a flourish in his beard and his hair. We're in a cave. There's no wind, but all of a sudden there's just like a that goes on. And he sits there for a second, and then he opens his eyes, and then he stands up, and he just like steps in front of Nigel's body and this thing, and just grimaces and says, "You will not have him," and he just stands there.
You will not pass.
Almost. That's Baylor's turn, and then this is going to be this fucking thing's turn. All right, so
All right, I guess I'll get back to rolling that other character.
It just gets all right, so it gets blasted by two very large fucking fireballs just thrown right at it. So it's screeching and doing all these things and it's trying to shake it off, and it hears Baylor's fucking grim, loud voice. I'm gonna say, just because it's not gonna do anything to this worm and it's not gonna do anything to the situation other than add flavor, so I'm gonna allow it. He fucking casts Prestidigitation. And as he does it, his voice, like even more so that when it like echoed through this fucking like mine, it's even louder, and it kind of shakes the walls ever so slightly, and a little bit of dust falls off the rocks as he says, "You will not have him." And because this loud thing just shouted, this worm's attention is solely on Baylor, and it leaps at him.
Shit.
Need to double check this. Okay, cool. All right, here it comes. So this is going to be... All right, here it comes. What's your thing? Oh, that's more than I thought. Okay, here it comes. Oh, boy. Man. Well, that's one nat 20 for Baylor. All right, so this is going to be...
Against him?
2, yep.
Oh, no!
2.
If you roll 100 again, I think you might need to get rid of those dice.
Apparently so, yeah. Should I use the same? Should I use the same ones? I'm going to do them. We should be fair in this. Where's Baylor's hit points? That's what I want to know. Get out of the way, spell. Oh, okay. So what was that? And okay, cool. Here we go. Not gonna do it. It's not an instant kill.
That's good.
Let's
It
see
just
if he
takes all his
loses.
spell slots away.
He forgets who he is. And the last spell he casts gets negated. Oh my god, imagine that. That's actually a good one. I should write that down.
Yeah, that actually would be a good one.
That would be a good one. Well, I don't have it filled in, so I'm going to say that's what that is now.
Oh,
No, I'm
switch your
just-
highest and lowest stat. Make
Switch
that.
your-
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's real good. Oh,
I don't
God,
care
man.
now.
Og would-
Fuck y'all.
Og would
I'm not
become
in
super
this
weak
game anymore.
And incredibly intelligent. That would be
Here,
terrible for his character.
But he gets hit fucking so hard, he gets his like brain working back.
Yeah, but it like breaks his back.
that
or
man, that would
something.
have to be a lot higher. I got a 37. That's really good, but man, that has to be higher. I
Make
do
that,
like
like,
loot. I do
91.
like lose one attribute point of your choice. Man, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Thanks, Nigel's corpse. Okay.
Make everything worse for everyone else now that I'm dead.
All right. So this was, what did you get? That damage.
Like
I'll
Og comes
do
out
this.
of the fucking like cave. He's got my fucking pelt as a goddamn cape, and he's wearing my hat.
But wait, this thing gets to attack one
Just
more
to
time
remember
because
you.
it latched onto his face. All right, that misses. Okay, cool.
Make
Next
a little
up,
harness out of your hide.
all right,
I'm a
Steven.
backpack now.
Yeah.
All right, so this thing leapt up at Baylor and is just like fucking just going to town, slapping the shit out of him. And then and like he's taking some big hits, but he like his feet are planted. He's not moving. He's just taking these. Steven, you're up next.
Well, I would like to do something, but I can't because somebody threw fire in my general direction.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh my god! Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna do you're gonna do a charisma save. I have an idea in my head because it was a very large ball of flame. So do a charisma save, and if you beat it, you can do something. If you can't, you're gonna run away.
15.
It's not gonna do it, son. So you're gonna use your movement to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna fucking run away.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe you should wait. I can't say anything. I'm
All
dead.
right, that's your turn, buddy. I'm sorry. Og, you're up.
Okay.
So wait a second, Steven, what noise do you make as these balls of flames go past you and you run away?
I expected a high pitched like squeal.
Yeah. Okay, Og, you're up.
Okay, so let's see. So the dwarf is up front, like blocking Nigel's body.
He took a one really good hit and another second hit, but yeah, he's not looking wonderful. Well, Baylor, he got hit really hard, but he's still standing. He's like holding his ground.
Can I kind of get a flanking bonus with Baylor, sort of up front if I attack? I mean, I'm gonna attack the worm either way, but like
Let me.
if I can
This
attack him
thing
in a way where I can
was.
flank it a bit, that's what I would prefer to do.
Let's see if he's right there. 1, 2. You wouldn't quite be able to get around this thing if you try to go. What's your movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you would have to get like on the other side of him to get it, and you can't quite get there either
Yeah,
way. So you can.
40 feet. So
Yeah.
okay, so I'll just kind of go to try to provide not like flanking it, but to try to give a little bit of backup to Baylor.
Okay,
to
go for it.
protect Nigel's body.
Go for it. Here, I'll put you on this side then.
Okay, so and yeah, I'm gonna attack with my longsword because that's what
Go
I
for it.
theoretically do my most damage with. So 7 plus 7, 14 hit.
Nope.
Yeah, D&D Beyond is finally 17 plus 7, so it's 24. Yeah.
24 will do it. Yeah.
Okay, so and then let's roll for damage with the longsword. So D8 plus 4. So 10.
10 damage?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, cool. That was Og's turn. And now we're at the top of the order. Everything pauses, and it's, you see black, Nigel. You see blackness. Nothing at all. It's just...
Can he talk to his hat now?
No, he can't. He can't hear anything.
Father,
But-
can you hear me?
You know, it's really funny you say that because you hear that voice again. It just says your name. Nigel,
Dan Claw?
what are you doing?
I think a worm hit me so hard I lost consciousness. Or I might just be dead.
I thought I taught you better than that.
Nope.
Well, it's kind of... I'm pretty good at all my
Get
other
your
rogue
ass
shit.
up.
Yes, sir.
You don't even question it when he uses that tone of voice. You just go, uh-huh. And your eyes open, just like it's kind of plink open, and you're on the ground. And-
Dan Claw.
And,
Yes!
and Baylor is holding this thing back, and Og is on the side whipping this thing with a longsword. And you just heard your dad say, get your ass up off the ground. I thought I taught you better than that.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I stand up. Am I,
Mhm.
where am I at? Am I alive again?
Yes. You
Okay.
have 1 hit point.
You're in the hat now.
Yeah, I
The hat
stabbed that
stands up.
fucking thing right in front of me then.
Roll for it, son.
All right. 16 plus.
Might want to drink a healing potion if you have one
Maybe.
on you as well.
Yeah, maybe. I'm going to stab this thing that's right in front of me. Yeah, 16 plus 9, so 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Okay. Is something right next to it?
Yep.
2
Okay.
peoples.
All right. 12 plus 3, 15 plus 2, 17 plus 7. So 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just stabbed that thing, and then I run the fuck away.
Well, how do you want this thing to breathe its last breath? As you leap up, and your dad said, I thought you taught you better. How you want to kill this worm that ended your life, only for you to come back and end its life?
Don't make me look bad to my dad! And I just go right down and stab it. And I faint. I'm just gonna say I faint after doing that.
You faint?
Yeah, I faint. I pop it, and then I just kind of faint.
All right, this thing slumps over to the side, dead, big fucking worm. This thing is probably 14 feet long. As Nigel comes back into the land of the living and pops it right in the place that needed to get hit for it to die. And then he yells, don't let me look bad in front of my dad. And then he just falls over to his side. And we'll end it there for the night.
Shit.
Can I heal him before we end it?
Nope.
No stabilizing him.
He's already been resurrected.
Oh, that was good. That was a fun sesh.
Mhm.
Thank you, cleric. Tip your cleric.
Yeah, no
He'll
shit.
be here. He'll be here all night.
Baylor's here.
Can I heal him? No, he
Oh,
dead.
God.
But can I do death rolls? No, you dead.
Oh, God. Because you knocked me half my health point. That was half my health was 20. Oh, God.
I sat, and it was funny because I sat there for a second when I rolled it and I saw it, and there was just the very quick, oh fuck. Do I tell him what I rolled or do I lie?
Never.
That's why there was the silence. And when you go back and listen to this, and you're like, okay, crit table, and you'll hear him roll, and then there'll just be nothing for what I'm guessing was probably 4 seconds. It seemed like a lot longer than that.
And you can look at me texting someone my fucking job while this was going on. And then I just look over and I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Shit.
Dude, my big regret, I know I said I'm not going to watch the episodes anymore because it makes me nervous. I'm going to have to watch this one just so I can see your reaction. Because I was on the floor staring at a crit table and a map. So I'm gonna have to watch your face when all this is going on.
Oh my god, that was good.
So
It's really good.
yeah.
Yeah. Good session.
It's very
Mhm. Not even halfway through the mine.
Nigel already
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
did.
all right.
We still
I
got a couple
crumpled
levels.
on the
We're on the
ground.
second level of 4.
Dude,
Yeah, we've
that was-
got a barely alive Nigel and a pretty badly wounded Baylor. It sounds like.
Yeah, Baylor. As soon as I rolled it and I saw the crit again, I was like, "Don't do this to me! Like, don't." don't. That would be very fitting for the cleric to bring
Just
someone back to
resurrected
life and then
Nigel and then
die. Yeah,
die.
exactly.
But yeah.
Oh, what happened with the crit with him? I was too busy